Next up, we have a special performer, Dennis Geehan. Dennis is got a very, I have a long relationship with Dennis. I remember he had a graphics business way back when, and called the Graphic Zoo. I had some promotional pieces done there, and you'd walk in and there were like all kinds of interesting birds and animals in that place. He is a unique spirit, and we're going to get to enjoy some of his original compositions today. He does a lot of writing that is very much from his heart, and I'm sure you will understand that. And it has a wide range of emotions and stories to tell. And I'm actually going to get to play a duet with him with his iPhone on one of these pieces, so it's going to be an interesting program. Let's welcome Dennis Geehan.
That's fine. I'm kind of a break in the schedule in that there are 13 really good acts, and I just act like I'm good. So my story is part of what I tell, because I call what I do storied blues. I try to tell stories in the form of blues, 12-bar blues, any kind of blues. But then I also sing lots of songs that don't fit that form, but they may leave you feeling blue. They may carry the blues right out of you. And I played for a couple of years when I was in high school, and when it got to be 63 below zero at the University of Minnesota, I said, it's not about God, Mom, and apple pie. I'm afraid of this damn winter. And so I volunteered for Vietnam, even though it was against my religious preference, being a devout coward. When I came back from Vietnam, I did not pick a guitar up again for over 40 years. So Jim was on me for like 40 years. We knew each other at Wright State, and he kept saying, you picked up the guitar again yet? I think it would really help. And a few years ago, when I was in a serious car accident, the VA handed me my bag of drugs, and I said, boy, that looks much bigger. And they said, we've doubled everything, so you'll sleep better, you'll have less pain, you'll have less anxiety, and you'll be less depressed. And I said, I just asked you, was there something else I could be doing? And they said, be grateful you've got these, go home and watch your old John Wayne movies, veg out on the couch, the taxpayers have got you. And I said something like, go fish. I'm 69, I have a medical marijuana card, and ADD/ADHD. I can't be expected to remember everything. But I went out, said think I have a better idea, and I went out and bought a guitar. I replaced a dozen guitars with a dozen medications. I'm sorry, I replaced a dozen medications with a dozen guitars. Obviously, I still have confusion issues. And on the way in, I didn't even remember the opening line to the first song that I'm going to sing. But the songs that I sing are all about emotions. They're about channeling your emotions through music. I figured out that if I began playing guitar again, I could distract myself from my physical pain when I played. And I could express, I've been a journalist since I was 12, and I could express my emotional pain by writing songs. I could express my pain and my joy, and I began helping other veterans with chronic pain learn to play guitar, to play away their pain, to express their pain. So, the songs I'm going to sing for you tonight are kind of a range of songs, but this first one is my take on a country crying in your beer song. It's called Where the Love Songs Go to Die. She'd start a love song every morning. Each time she spoke, a verse was born. You never tried to see her, hear her. You left her in your rearview mirror. You dropped your heart off where the love songs go to die. She's the one who loved you most, but you treated her like she's a ghost. You shipped your feelings to her parcel post. Her heart was shipwrecked on your coast, searching for your heart where the love songs go to die. Mister, it won't help to drink, but now she's long gone, don't you think? No longer trust your lion eyes to fly her up the bluer skies. Her eyes could see your hearts where the love songs go to die. She gave you all the love you've known. With her you've never felt alone. She held you tightly every night, but let you go when you took flight. 'Cause chasing your heart leads where the love songs go to die. Mister, it won't help to drink, but now she's long gone, don't you think? No longer trust your lion eyes to fly her up the bluer skies. Her eyes could see your hearts when the love songs go to die. She greeted you with a kiss each dawn. She cuddled every sleepy yawn. Never gave you cause to swear, but it's not like you really cared. Because your gravestone heart is where the love songs go to die. I always tell people I'm playing new songs they haven't heard, because I never remember how I played it the last few times. All the mistakes are built right into the song. The Persians used to make perfect rugs, but they'd always leave a few knots imperfect. It was their homage to God that only Allah was perfect. I'm not perfect, so I built my mistakes into the songs. This song is one that I wrote a couple years ago about a gathering. A guy named Ed and his wife Chrissy have an annual gathering. It's been going on for over 40 years, about the same time as this has been going on. Jim took me there one day. Really liked it. One day I called a couple hours before it and said, I noticed that Chrissy wasn't feeling well last time. I'd like to call her and see if there's anything I could do to help. And he told me Chrissy had just died. Had to rewrite this song within an hour. And this is how I describe Brother Ed's Geezers and Guitars Gathering. There's a special Sunday every year. I get my sag and agent button gear, ready to play some tunes, maybe drink a beer or two or three or four to an old Spring Valley, Ohio home. Guitar players from all over Rome. Ed and Chrissy Smith host the doings there. It's Brother Ed's Geezers and Guitars Gathering. Happens once a year, rain or shine, riff warriors pick and grin. Old tunes we heard as we were growing now, keep us ancient folks a-going. It's Brother Ed's Geezers and Guitars Gathering. Now there be some laid-back tunes by some laid-back guys. It's a wonder some can play after years so high. Somehow we raise a joyous noise with awesome flair. You can feel the beat, you can hear the soul of guitar players from long ago. Country, pop, rock, blues, well, it's all there. It's Brother Ed's Geezers and Guitars Gathering. Happens once a year, rain or shine, riff warriors pick and grin. Old tunes we heard as we were growing now, keep us ancient folks going. It's Brother Ed's Geezers and Guitars Gathering. Myself the other day, Ed's dear wife Chrissy passed away. There'll be less joy when we perform, but I really do believe that one day soon we all will see she only went up early to prepare heaven for. Brother Ed's Geezers and Guitars Gathering happens once a year, rain or shine, riff warriors pick and grin. Old tunes we heard as we were going now, keep us ancient folks a-going. It's Brother Ed's Geezers and Guitars Gathering. Up there in heaven there'll be Ring of Fire burgers by Johnny Cash. Keith Moon and Jimi Hendrix will both be smashed. Big Bopper will be eating up all the American pie. But the touching, playing guitars strung with fishing line. Brother at geezers and guitars gathering. Happens once a year, rain or shine, with warriors pick and grin. Old tunes we heard as we were growing now keep us ancient folks ago. And it's brother at geezers and guitars gathering. We'll all laugh when the angels say, hey, teach us to play our harps that way. And brother, it's geezers and guitars gathering. Thank you. Most people just stand up and walk out. I appreciate you staying to clap. I have two songs that I've actually written about PTSD and the plight of 22 veterans a day who take their lives. I hope you'll indulge me. I have a hard time getting through this song sometimes. Some of it relates to me. Most of it relates to stories I've heard. And it's a song about a veteran sitting alone in his car trying to figure out what he's going to do. And he calls his wife and leaves a message saying, I'm not coming home tonight. Go. Jim? This is the one we're playing together, Jim. Hello, dear, are you there? I hope you know I care, though I'm not the man I was before the war. 2 tours in combat heat, my body's parched, my soul's depleted. My heart's as hard as body armor that I wore. Well, the battlefield may be gone, but in my mind war lingers on. The way back to myself's not in my sight. All alone in my car, I've been thinking things over, dear, and I don't think I'll be coming home tonight. I went to the VA just to see what they would say. They said, we'll see in a couple months, couple weeks if we can't get a cancellation. There must be lots of ways to send a vet along a better way. But they didn't have the staff, time, or resources I needed. They said, we've got lots of drugs, they'll sweep your problems under rugs. They'll numb your mind and you will have less fright. All alone in my car, I've been thinking things over, dear, and I don't think I'll be coming home tonight. I went to the church we know. I saw Father Joe, he said, all of my sins would be forgiven. He couldn't know how far I'm gonna go to make this guilt and anger end. He said all would be alright, and I could end my plight. All I had to do was accept Jesus Christ's light. All alone in my car, I've been thinking things over, dear. Don't think I'm coming home tonight. You know, there are lots of days I go out walking on my way and someone will always stop and ask me, hey, what'd you do in that war? I always said I just did my job, and they say, well, thanks for your service, Bob, because now you know we appreciate you even more. But they couldn't know the holes that were shot into my soul. What I saw and did I just can't justify. I've loaded a gun. I'm not coming home tonight. I couldn't know the holes that were shot into my soul. What I saw and did, I just can't justify. A loaded gun in my car, and I have been talking things over, dear. I'm not coming home tonight. Hello, is that you, dear? Sounds like we're both shedding tears. You say you want me back with you all right tonight? You say it's lonely in our bed, that you and the children have said you'll stick with me though it means more sacrifice. You say I was there when you needed me, and now it's only right you'll all be there to help me make it through this awful night. So I've unloaded the gun and I've started the car and I've thought things over. I'll be home soon, safely, dear, with all of you tonight. People always walk up and ask and thank me for my service. It's a hard thing for me to reconcile. But you don't thank them because they volunteered to war, were drafted to war, or for what they did over there or anything. Thanking them for their service is one way a community, a family, friends can show appreciation for the pain they're suffering. And sometimes it can help just ease a little bit of pain. The group that follows me here, I had the advantage of playing with a couple of times. They actually got me started playing on stage, made me play in between their sets. And the Guitars for Heroes band is made up of some veterans, some not veterans, but they'll explain their program to you. I think it's one of the most wonderful programs I've ever heard of, bringing music education, music therapy, and veterans in need together. So, thank you very much for listening to me. I appreciate it.
Dennis Geehan, everybody. Dennis, thank you so much.